still, OG have tied this one up.
This is a roller coaster. Up, down, left, right. Do a loop-the-loop in the middle. Make sure you strapped into your seat.
Just when you think you know what Dexter to keep an eye on.
I don't even know who you're saying half the time.
No, I know.
That
one was meant to be like purposely ambiguous.
Yeah. Dude, he got 2 USB kills.
Crazy. Man, as we get into crunch time, Dexter is stepping up massively. He's coming in with some real big moments for someone who's had a pretty quiet series, pretty quiet map.
Oh,
and he opens up this round. Sheet there to lend a helping hand. Fiku tries the spray transfer, but it won't connect.
Everyone's going mad right now. These are not normal rounds of Counter-Strike. They have hit crunch time, and everyone's biting off more than they can chew.
There's some extra juice in this juice. Dexter dead as he tries to swing CT. And that's going to leave it all on Dexter. 1v3 through the CT smoke. They're coming his way. They want to fight him. They want to stop him grabbing that bomb. But they don't succeed in it. Dexter's been able to grab it. Now crossing, looking for this fight.
All the time in the world. Take a deep breath, slow it down.
Frozen's wrapping him. He's not ready for this. Knife out. Frozen's waiting. P250, not the gun for the job. And so walking that one over the line. 15 for MOUZ after all. In round 30, let's take stock of it. What are OG left with? Nothing. When we look at how these last few rounds have gone down, they had 3 players surviving and they had 1 player surviving. They are broke. The money is gone. They've got to do this with pistols on the 4-spy, or else the last 2-3 hours were all for naught for OG. And they're still dropping down into that lower bracket.
An immense comeback on Overpass, a game call that I've never quite seen from Nexa, and the same story here as well on map 3, but it's all for nothing. If they can't get it done with the captain's trusty Galil, they're going to go for a B execute. Nexa. It was his split up cat last time they did this that won the round, but Frozen's already found the first. He runs dry of ammo, Neofrag's up, Nexa's shot in the back, but he still moves forward and his pistols overwhelm the site.
Wildness, but look at the health. Fiku and Neofrag, a 4 HP between the two of them. Dexter has got to be that man, got to be that guy. Oh, the nades deleting Neofrag one by one. The dominoes start to fall here. MOUZ just 2 kills away from moving into the upper bracket. Exertion leading the charge on this one. Dead! Macden steps up into the 2v2. Fiku traded for Dexter! What was that? They line up for him. The stars align, the planets align, and it's kept OG in this into OT! Madness! Madness! It's not meant to go down like this, Hugo!
2 bullets and both headshots, he can see neither. And everyone was sub 10 health.
Look at this! Look at what just happened! Pop, 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 pop. What? He didn't even know he just did that. He didn't even know he just won the 1v2.
I think we're deserving of more rounds, Harry. I think we're deserving of an overtime, and that's exactly what we're going to get at the end of this series. We run it right back.
Yeah, let's take a moment. Let's take a breather. Ooh, okay.
Ops are back out. That's a good sign, right? No more economical woes, not for now. Oh, and Torchy. Position changes and new results.
What a wild game. Neofrag, by the way, like, Connector's just a concept in this map right now. Like, it's an idea. It's not really a position. No one plays there. We just know it exists. Luckily enough, they're holding the extremities. Frozen does get rid of Neofrag, trying to play the timing games there. And so a 5v2 in the first of OT. An OT where you're probably left wondering when and how did we get here? But we're here nonetheless.
MOUZ with ample opportunity, but at least in the first overtime, in the first round, they've started strong. 5-on-2, Dexter creeps out the ramp, and he does find his target. There's still a Palace player to worry about, so Frozen in CT feels no pressure to make a move, and he hears the steps getting close. There's no question about it. MOUZ are on full rotations right now. Alarm bells going off late. Oh, he double checks it, and he does get the kill, but he is now all that stands with seconds to spare, and Exertion's playing with his food. Not going to give him the kill, not going to give him the plant, And MOUZ decide this round with the clock 16 now. They find their first.
I'm just still like, I don't know, it's all just happened so quickly.
Yeah, that's the funniest part about all these rounds. How many of them were fast-paced? How many of them were rushed?
I swear this map only began like what feels like half an hour ago. It feels like it's gone by quicker than the entire first half of Overpass. It's insane.
Yeah. And there's more to be played.
Of course, the winner of this going on to face the winner of Heroic v Complexity in the upper bracket.
And the loser will need a couple of weeks to get over it. I like these double ramp setups. They did it last round. They got the flash play in, and Exertion got an entry. They've got it again with a bait and switch. Dexter holding the Palace. And Dorshi's orb waits. He's been a lot more proactive in these last few rounds. Started ladder, found Nexa in the one prior. OG given a lot of time here. MOUZ aren't forcing these middle fights anymore. That util trade out in con. But it's only so OG can get up Cat. How many rounds have they walked right up short side and won it?
Yeah, Nex has been getting away with this a hell of a lot.
Oh, this is dangerous.
JDC does not realize it, but right now he's walking into enemy territory. Make it the double. Bomb gets away from them. The alarm bells are going off for OG as one man looks to strip that round away. Fiku and Nexa with a couple of clean kills between the two of them, but it doesn't get rid of the big glaring problem, and that's that the bomb is in the apartments and that Nexa is just too far removed. Torshi comes in with the closing blow, and that's MOUZ with the second in OT. They're looking to go flawless in this first half of overtime.
It is almost sad to see OG go quiet in overtime if they don't get a single T-side round after, again, the comeback they had on Overpass, the exact same scenario with a 9-round T-side here. And even the way they got here with round 30, that quick pistol push up on the B short side, they've gone completely silent once we've hit overtime. And MOUZ are here to break hearts. Got Krieg out.
Even one round would help them so much on their way. And, you know, I think guys like Nexa have been giving us such a phenomenal game, right? Leading by example. It's at a moment like this, you'd almost love someone else to take that mantle away from him, right? Take that pressure off of him. Give me a Flames big opener. Give me a Dexter getting involved and opening up the round. NeoFrag's even got this Krieg.
Oh, look at this.
JDC wants to completely uproot everything. He tried his hand at the Apps aggression in the round prior. He ended up winning it by mopping up everyone in the apartments. In this case, he's allowed for this early rotate over towards A. This side of the map is stacked. Dexter underneath Palace has been a menace, but this time they want to try and deal with him. They're all spamming it, but the first man comes out. You're not ready for the second. It's a bait and switch at the perfect time. A flawless first half for MOUZ, and I love the mind games that Dexter is playing with OG there.
How many rounds did he get multi-kills from under Balk, and how many rounds did they waste time trying to clear him, trying to spam him through smokes? He just runs through, he throws himself into the belly of the beast, knowing they would never expect more. And Exertion, this young guy, top 4 back at Rio, and he is reaping more skulls today. 18 years of age, he is just showing up massive this evening. NeoFrag's got an auto sniper. Desperate times call for the most desperate of measures. Well, he said this was an even game coming in, and he said anyone could win this. OG with recent great form. MOUZ ending the year on a high, haven't played since their major top 4. And boy, did we get exactly what we expected. Nice shot from Dexter. NeoFrag swapped off the sniper. Back to a rifle, and Dexter misses his shot. That kills NeoFrag in the middle of the site. JDC needed that kill, though. Flames, a chance to dive out through the smoke, but he's got more engagements in middle to deal with. Exertion won't force that kill, but they'll come to him instead through the window. Flames forces another 4-on-1. MOUZ can't celebrate yet.
Oh, The mop up, the shutdown onto the CT side. They're going to try and rebuild back into this. I mean, hell, they've come back from odds before. They were able to pull this one back in the first place. So they want to try and do it for a second time in OT. OG need 2 more. MOUZ, they try to keep it pretty pacey there, right? They try to come in with some of that pace, some of that aggression, riding the high of a strong CT side. Well, now they've imposed the challenge. Now they've imposed the question. Are they ready for this T-half? Dexter feeling pressure to be involved with that AWP, sick and tired of being avoided. Left himself on an island, but was able to get out of harm's way.
So much of this T-side relied on exertion from MOUZ. It feels like hours ago now. Neofrag's taking so much space, and somehow he doesn't die to that. He can get all the way back to the A site, and the bomb is so late, and now is walking into very dangerous territory. Torshi with the AWP, and the bomb is going through T-spawn alone. Exertion needs to make a play. Hits a smooth hop up into the window. This is the make or break for Exertion. This is why we were here in the first place.
Yeah, all first half long on this T side, Exertion was finding these timings through. Oh, Dexter! Hello! Takes the head off of Nexa, the IGL's clash, and Dexter comes out ahead. That's going to trigger a rotate out of Dexter.
Still going
strong over towards B, but that bomb wants to end in the A site. That's where Neofrag pushed aggro into Palace. Might have to be the hero. They've mollied him off already, cutting him out of the round. These players at B up and leave and look to come through lower. JDC fighting for CT control. Flames wins that first fight, and now that's going to taper him off. A little less aggression, maybe. No, he's going back in like he wants to commit to this. They're low from the Molotov, but Neofrag now plays his hand out from Palace. It's Exertion and Dexter, 2v4 for the map. Exertion with 1, dead immediately. Dexter's got to do it alone, but he's been clean. Only the 1 as the Dexters clash. And there's OG 1 away from a double overtime affair.
How do we go from the most T-sided series across all 3 maps that we've had in this tournament, that we've had in so long, to just clean sweeps on CT? It's not even off the back of heavy AWP buys or even AWP impact. We are just running wild, and 1 more round. That's all OG need to keep dragging this game on. They've got nowhere to be. No more auto-sniper madness for Neofrag. It's back to the AWP for Dexter. Flames makes the jump that Dexter couldn't. And MOUZ look like they want to just go classic, go old school, go B, into what is only a 1-man hold. Flames, he's going to have to pull back into the site, and he's going to have to go right now. There's no lurkers here. There's no Palace player popping late. MOUZ are on the ball, and they're going.
All in on this one. Flames traded after his first kill. Fiku has teammates rotating in. There is a bounty of flashes in spawn, but no one's here to grab them, so you hope this doesn't come down to a retake. They've just got to fight forward. Good trade for Dexter. 2 players left standing for MOUZ, but Torshi holds on, rallies the troops with that kill there. Through the apartments, Neofrag's in the back line. Things get quiet now in the 2v2. A bit more respect paid, but it's giving time to Neofrag to come in with the backstab. It's left to Exertion. He knows. Learns that the AWP has left market. He knows there's a gap. There's a hole for him to try and find here. But he's missed this timing. The apartments players crossed, and there's Neofrag carrying this one through into double overtime.
What can you even say about it at this point? Rules are out the window. Regulation is forgotten about. CT sweeps from either team. And we go again. First to 22 here. And to think this is only the opener for MOUZ. The first game they played this year, and they're getting sent through the washing machine right now. Upside down, inside out. OG are making them work for it. They just can't close. Couldn't on overpass, couldn't here with a lead against pistols, and couldn't with 3 match points. Standard AXEC. Sometimes a problem for MOUZ feels like they have too many lurkers. Too many players not with the pack. OG don't make that mistake. They're forcing the fight. Nexus
Nexus
walking up.
so aware.
What a ballsy check. He knows. He's watched the demos. He's done his homework.
He was just homed in on that one angle, one track mind. He was either in that corner or Nexus was prepared to die. Doubles up in top mid. The man at the helm of OG continues putting up numbers.
Yeah.
It's been the him and Dexter show all damn map, and they're still delivering now in the double overtime. Frozen 1v5, never to get the ball rolling. That is a round entirely provided by Dexter's AWP and Nexus intuition.
Yeah, we hear him screaming now. Dex has been pretty quiet, right? In the Hall of Heroes, he's not been shouting it down, but I think they're feeling it now. 4 rounds in a row for OG on CT sides, and he sees his opportunity to end it all now. How does he still have the energy to do so? And on the other side is Stress. Exertion's gone a lot colder once we've hit overtime. Not been finding the gaps that OG once allowed. FlameZ with mistakes in the window, no more. And our final seconds of tactical timeouts as we get into another double AWP. Fiku's going to anchor B with it. It frees Dexter up to roam, and that's really been the story of the CT side. He's been wherever the hell he wants to go. Dropped out under, looking into the wall.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to be here.
Oh, but he's
going
right
to
at
try
home.
and make it work.
He's right at home, Harry. This is dangerous. Got to get out before the smoke fades, and he's running. The flash!
What?
And he still hits the shot.
No! That's crazy. Dexter's had like a couple of rounds in this game where it just seems like the stars align for him. That is one of them. That should have been an opener for MOUZ.
And Fiku's safe enough on B that he can take shots and live. Dexter may be dead, but they can play retake on the B site now.
Fiku,
Yeah.
that second AWP, they didn't know about it. They've learned about it now. Dispatches of one player crossing. Torshi on the receiving end of an AWP. 2 inside of the site for MOUZ, boosting Frozen up. Neofrag is so scared about this rotation because of the lurk players, right? We've always had someone lurking in the back lines for MOUZ, but in this instance, that third man is in the apartments, having to move in now. Frozen line up for him in the door. Frozen with 2, burn out eventually by flames. It's poetic. Now just Dexter, tucked in at the van, smoke on the bomb. Oh, they've come through the smoke. They've come through the smoke, and he will knock them off that bomb. Wins the clutch, ties us up at 19 all.
Unbelievable. Dexter, it's not just been the Dexter show on OG's side, it's the captain. He is moving up the board round after round. How many clutches has he shown us? How many 3Ks on anchors on A? And now closes the post plant as well.
It is just a sight to behold, man. Like how Dexter's been able to step up and have these influential rounds. It's a sight to see. You know, when you look at this team, you're so tempted to always think it's going to be the young guns putting up numbers. But Dexter, that experience shining through.
Well, we heard from MOUZ's manager, Sabrina. She said, yeah, she thinks the boys are going to do it. She doesn't think they're going to win all the rounds. Well, maybe they might. Maybe over enough time. And that's the first T-side pickup since overtime began. But this game hasn't followed in any rhyme or reason through reg or OT. No guarantee.
Kind of textbook wildness of this overtime bout, though, is left. This round is very measured. MOUZ know that 2 on the OTT side could make all the difference. Dexter dead. Dexter chiming in. JDC only good for 1. A cacophony of trades coming in quick at the A side of the map. Neofrag down to a deagle. But with 1 man left, Frozen boxed in at ramp. This should not be a MOUZ round. OG do not let the pressure get to them. They still find 2 on their CT side in the second overtime.
think it's OG rather flipped over. Still a couple left, and just those breathers, not even trying to talk through the madness and come up with a call for this first round. Even just the catching of the breath is something OG need at this point.
So as we head into this second overtime, let's just reflect, right? We kind of said coming into this for MOUZ, it's a matter of wanting to pick up from that high they ended the year on, right? Their year ended at Rio, where they finished top 4. They wanted to come into this and immediately kind of set this idea that MOUZ is still trending upwards. A run through the upper bracket would inspire that confidence. For OG, they want to show us that there's a little more to this team, right? There's some substance here. They do have what it takes to compete on the big stages. It's all to play for. The last nearly 4 hours in this series all culminate now. OG grouping in the apartments.
JDC's a B anchor. This has been a tricky position for him ever since the MOUZ NXT days. It's never a forgiving one. It's never one where you're made to shine or look like a star. Sometimes it's just about getting the one kill in the right place before your inevitable fall. And OG, even though they peel back, even though they wait a second for the smoke to fade, they will still recommit. But the question is, how many MOUZ players will move over? Because Exertion's made the right read. Top performer for MOUZ is baiting his entire team behind the bench, but that might be the solution after all. OG should not be ready for 3 CTs in the site.
Here's the full volley. They're out through the window already. Flames is the man leading the charge. Good for the first, but JDC
still not peeking
and not ready for Exertion.
Yep.
The bench position gonna betray them again here. Oh, a third. What an anchor man. Dexter dispatches of him. Breaking news, he's in the 1v2. Flicking back to the short side. He's got a lot of angles to bear in mind here and very little time left to play with. 15 seconds. This one's coming down to the buzzer. Crossing into the site. Bomb on his back. Chance at the plant. If Torshi will let him have it. Out through the window. They're trying to run him down. Dexter, micro reposition. Wins that first. Just Dexter left to be. And he's going to do it. Dexter with one hell of a 1v2 to put OG onto match point in this series. My goodness.
That's his 40th kill, and it was him that even kept this game going on an eco to send us to overtime with those Tech 9 taps from the same position. He keeps his cool, and he takes down the Kryptonite on the other side. That has got to be a heart-sinking feeling for MOUZ.
I mean,
now know at bare minimum they need to fight another overtime to keep it going.
The contrast between the two, right? Just elation for Dexter. For Dexter, I know it's confusing, but for Dexter, that sadness crept over him. He'd been so good in all these high-pressure spots before, but that 1v2 getting away from MOUZ, that could seal their fate.
And OG slow it down, but because of how quick these rounds have been, MOUZ have already just used half of their util in the first 15-20 seconds. Saving nothing for a post-plant, nothing for a retake. And OG making sure there's no cheeky moves up in the B apartments to group back for an A execute.
And Nex has been keeping this up all day, right? Just calling these 5-man hits where faith is in the utility, faith is in the system. Everyone knows what they're meant to be watching, the space they're meant to be occupying, the angles that are available. It's not come down to any sort of trickery. It's not come down to big lurks. Just full faith in the execs they run, and this is another example of that. Util going in. Dexter tries his hand at the opener into CT. He gets the info, but right now Dexter out with a first swing. Traded, gone after one. No heroics this time from the man at the helm of MOUZ. He's dead immediately.
Oh
Torshi's even been tagged up back in spawn, and Neo Frags knocked Exertion out of the round. 3 kills away for OG. Torshi blind, and Dexter destroys him, rotating him with the AWP. Holding for another swing, can't quite best Frozen. but it's still the 3v2. The numbers still side with OG. Someone has got to make up for this for MOUZ. The awareness is there. JDC seems to consider that someone's taken jungle away.
No.
Tap on the bomb has not baited this fight. NeoFrag just calling his bluff, waits with bated breath, and has stolen this one away. All the kills for JDC, but none of the glory, because that goes to OG. They picked this up in double overtime in all 3 maps.
A series for opportunity for MOUZ to close, not just on Overpass, but here on Mirage as well. How many match points conceded? How many chances to end this day and send them through that upper bracket run? Instead, it's OG, the team that started this year on a hot streak, who even ended 2022.